Hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. I'm Helen, and this week we are going to be looking at some angelic messages for you. I hope you're all doing really well, and I hope that you are as excited about this reading as I am. Before we get into the cards to see what messages the angels have for you this time, I just quickly want to remind you guys that this is a general reading, so please only take the messages that you resonate with, that sound familiar to you, or that feel like they speak to you in some way. If the messages sound foreign, or if you just can't make sense of them or apply them to your situation somehow, then you don't have to accept them. always use your discernment with these tarot readings. But yeah, that's it. I'm not going to drag this intro on any longer. We are going to start looking at some angelic messages for you. As always, if you're interested in the decks that I'm using, you can check the description box. But let's see first, what are the angels applauding you on, or what are they proud of you for? What are the angels applauding Aries on? Wow, we have Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. And Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Okay. Let's get all the cards out. So the next card that we're going to be looking at is what is still blocked within you, what the angels want you to pay attention to. So let's see. Wow, High Priestess, harness mystic power. And Summer, bask in joy and light. Okay, and let's get the last card out. Let's see what kind of angelic blessing is coming your way. Ooh. Okay, well, we got two. We have Stag, Trust and Thrive, and we have Broken Arrow, Embrace the Energy of Peace. Okay. As you can see, I have kind of a new setup, so yeah, I'm gonna kind of, yeah, that should do it. And the bottom of the deck is Lord, take charge with authority. This card is kind of like the Emperor card in tarot, or that's how I see it. So the Emperor, which is your energy, you can even see the rams on this card as well. So yeah, you were coming strong. You're coming out strong as the underlying energy. Well, my sweet Aries, where should we begin? Let's take the underlying energy and get it in the frame as well. So what this looks like to me is that the angels are emphasizing how powerful and full of vitality you are. And it kind of makes sense because we are, as I'm filming this, we are currently just stepping into the Aries season. We have just entered Aries season. So it is your time. It is the beginning of spring almost. And we are kind of, stepping into this more fresh, more energized, a revitalized kind of energy. And that's very strongly what's coming through here as well. I'm getting the sense that you are very authentically you at this time. And I feel that the main thing that the angels are kind of praising you for right now, or saying like, good job, well done, is healing, is resolving some issues that you maybe haven't dealt with properly in the past. And maybe some of these things you have even shied away from or tried to suppress somehow. It could be that these things that you have recently been dealing with, or things that you have recently decided to face, are things that you used to maybe suppress before, or just push aside. But I feel that that's kind of a thing of the past, or it's almost like there is this new, more bold, more fearless energy, more like this energy within you that is willing to tackle things and really face them head on. And I do get that it's helping you get rid of a lot of this baggage from the past that is very unnecessary and that has been weighing you down previously. So now that you are more willing and more receptive to these emotions that you maybe previously shied away from, you're like lightening the load for yourself in moving forward. So it's really beautiful. And it's not to say that you are now all healed and everything is fine and dandy, because healing ourselves and working on ourselves and bettering ourselves is a lifelong journey, as I'm sure that you know. So there's definitely more to do, but I feel that there has almost been this almost like this awakening moment, or this realization that has really broadened your mind and that has made you more, as I said, receptive to these things that need healing. And the more receptive and open you are, the easier it is to deal with them. So this is really, really positive. I feel like you have done a lot of good work already, and you're probably going to be doing a lot of good work moving into the future as well. And as you do that, it keeps getting easier and easier and easier for you. So that's great. But this High Priestess, I'm getting the sense that there is a lot hidden within you that you don't necessarily trust yet. And it's it could be that you are actually very intuitive, that you are like spiritually inclined, or that you have some kind of psychic awareness. Maybe you are clairvoyant, maybe you are clairsentient. I just feel that there's a lot of depth to you that you haven't quite tapped into yet. And I'm kind of getting the sense with this underlying energy here, because this is very masculine. This is kind of your element, where you feel the most at home. It's very fiery, it's very driven, it's very passionate, it's very authoritative, it's very controlling, it's very like, and I don't mean like controlling in a bad way, but just controlling in the sense of having an overview of things and kind of being in charge of things, and just everything kind of you being on top of things. Let's just say it like that. You being on top of things. So this is the energy that you feel the most at home at. But this more mystical energy, which you do have as well, because we all do. We all have both this more feminine, elusive energy and more of this assertive, masculine energy. I get the sense that the feminine aspect is somewhat pushed to the side as well. I feel like the angels want you to start paying attention to your feelings and your insight more. Start paying more attention to your first kind of gut reaction to things before you even get a chance to like logically make sense of them, before you can actually analyze a situation. Pay attention to how a certain situation makes you feel. And I feel like the more you start paying attention to that, the more you start opening yourself up and listening to this more intuitive side, is very subtle and that is very difficult to listen to at first, the more you start doing that, the easier it is going to become. And I feel like it will open up this whole new aspect within you. It will make it more easy for you to navigate this life, because you're not just operating from your rational mind and I mean from this Lord card, from this underlying energy, I get the sense that you have a very good head on your shoulders, that you are very responsible, that you get things done, that you are very able. But I almost get the sense that you are missing out because of this this other more subtle aspect of you, which is waiting to be approached, waiting to be tapped into so that it could share its wisdom with you. And again, give you this more full-rounded overview of things. So you wouldn't be operating just from your kind of, again, logical, rational mind, but that you would also have access to more of this divine wisdom that is lying in wait within you. So start trying to focus more on your intuition, exercising your intuitive muscles, your psychic muscles more by starting to pay attention to what your body is telling you at any given moment, and how that coincides or doesn't coincide with what you are thinking and what your mind is telling you. And lastly, we have this broken arrow and stag. I get the sense, I don't really have too much to say about these two cards because they are fairly self-explanatory. They are very positive, very harmonious cards, especially the broken arrow, which is exuding peace, exuding harmony. And it almost feels like this energy is going to be like a very well-deserved relief for you after all of this active energy that you have been in. It feels like this is just a bit of relief from the angels to you, to allow you to take a breather, allow you to take a step back, not have to rush and move about as much, and just be and enjoy and relax, because you deserve it, because you have been doing a lot of work. But let's get some more information from the tarot cards. So let's see first and foremost how you can stay on this most aligned path of yours, following in the footsteps of what you have been doing really, really well. This healing energy that you have been in, that the angels are super proud of you for. Let's see how you can continue walking down this aligned path, what the angels recommend that you do. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. One more, please. Oh my goodness. Too many cards, but we did get one. Okay, we have Hermit in reverse and the Knight of Wands. The thing that's coming through the loudest is that it's important for you not to repeat any past mistakes, not to revisit the experiences that you have already learned from, that you have already kind of went through as lessons, and you don't need to repeat those again. So I feel like the angels are emphasizing to pay attention to everything that you have already realized about yourself, about your past, about your patterns, about the decisions that you make and the habits that you have, to really kind of keep that in mind as you move forward. Again, this learning aspect is coming through very strong. And I'm also kind of getting a message of sharing what it is that you know, sharing your wisdom, sharing your experiences, and allowing other people to learn from your mistakes, showing people the way. And I'm kind of getting that both with the Hermit and the Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands is a rallier. I get the sense that there is a lot within you that is worth sharing. There is a lot of valuable information, a lot of insight, a lot of life experience. And no matter how young or old you are, age doesn't really matter here. It's more so emotional maturity. It's more so how much you have developed as a person. I get the sense that the main message is here for you to move forward in the best way would be to remember yourself, what you've already gone through, everything that you have discovered and learned about yourself and your past, and everything that I already mentioned, and also to become kind of like a teacher or a light bearer to others, where you can help guide others and help them not make the same mistakes. I feel like you could be quite an inspiring person to others. So making use of that seems to be also what is recommended. But let's move forward. Let's see why this block is here. What is it rooted in? We have the Queen of Wands in reverse with the Four of Swords. One more. Oh, thank you. And the Moon in reverse. With the Knight of Swords coming out in reverse is the underlying energy. Okay. So many reversals. It's interesting. With the Queen of Wands coming out in reverse, this is a clear indication of you, because the Queen of Wands is an Aries card. You may be afraid of accessing your subconscious mind, accessing the information that is lying in wait, this more mystical, more feminine information. I'm getting a fearful energy with these cards. For some reason, and this feels rather specific, but for some reason, I'm getting this message that if you experienced anything like supernatural as you were growing up, or maybe even not necessarily when you were growing up, but just if you have experienced supernatural experiences in the past, I get the sense that those really terrified you and possibly made you afraid of like energies beyond what we see and can feel and can touch and hear in our 3D world. And because it's funny, but both of these cards feature a black cat, so I'm getting this strong sense that you are very intuitive. I feel like there is a lot of mystical powers within you. It feels a lot. It feels like you have a lot of power, but it's that you are afraid of tapping into that, of actually using that and getting in contact with that. This is you. This is still you, because in essence we are all divine. We are all divine, and the energy that you would be tapping into would still be yours. Not just yours, but still, it would be yours. So hopefully knowing that will make you less afraid to get into contact with it, to access and to start developing this this insight and your intuitive side that you possess. Because it seems, as I said, and I feel like I have to keep repeating it, it feels very powerful, very, very powerful. And it's just waiting for you right now. And it might be for some of you that a part of this intuition and these psychic gifts or these mystical powers that you possess is also vital for you to share. Or it could be playing a role in like you being the light bearer for others, or for you showing the way for others. You might be able to help other people with your psychic gifts as well. So you could be a healer yourself, or like, and it doesn't mean that you have to like take that on as a job. It doesn't have to mean that you start healing other people, but it just could come very naturally to you. You could be very naturally good at it. Also, you could be starting doing tarot readings, or you could be starting to do energy work or crystal work, or maybe even become like a medium or something like that. I really couldn't like tell you what it is exactly, but I get that there is a lot that you could do with this power of yours if you wanted to. And I feel like it could really benefit other people as well, not just yourself, but other people as well. So I feel like that's why the angels are drawing your attention to this aspect of you that you are not making full use of right now. Or to be honest, any use of, it seems like. I don't know. Yeah, it feels like you are not making any use of that. So again, if you feel afraid, if you feel scared, because it is a muscle and it gets stronger and stronger the more you use it, I mean your intuition. If you get scared, just remind yourself that it is part of you that you are tapping into. It's you. So you can't really be afraid of yourself. Yeah, and I feel like you could do really beautiful things with that, and again, help so many other people. But let's see how this angelic blessing will manifest for you, what you can expect with this blessing. Oh, wow. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. One more, please. How will this angelic blessing manifest? Wow, did you see that? That was so concrete. It just flipped over like that. The Two of Cups. Oh, wow, this is so beautiful. Oh, you are getting some beautiful cards, and I love that the last card and the underlying energy are both upright. I love that. Because whenever cards come out in reverse, it's not to say that that's like a negative or a bad thing, but for me the energy is just there's like a blockage somehow, or it's not flowing properly. There's a disruption. So yeah, this is, I like to see these last two cards. I feel like you'll start noticing a difference, an improvement in your connections, first and foremost. I kind of get this sense of like your heart expanding, like your heart growing and expanding. And I also see you feeling a lot more wholesome yourself, within yourself. Feeling a lot more in control and a lot more balanced. And especially if you have been feeling like some things that you have been wishing for, or some things that you have been working on have not been progressing in the way that you would like them to progress. I'm getting the sense that things will start flowing more easily. And with this Queen of Cups, I feel that you yourself will just feel a lot more fulfilled and a lot more at peace with everything. Feeling grateful for the way that your life is at this specific time. And I feel like you will start expressing it more as well. And just as a kind of a last message before we end this reading, I'm also getting a rather specific message that if your relationship with someone has been in a tough spot, so to say, if you feel that there have been some difficulties or some obstacles in your communication, if you maybe haven't been getting along the best, it could be your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, just your partner. It seems that things will kind of work themselves out. It seems that I'm getting the sense that there will be a very beautiful reconciliation, a very heartfelt harmonizing that is happening. So if there have been any hiccups or any blips on the road for you, then I do see those being very positively resolved, and you kind of being able to work things out, come to an agreement that pleases you both. And with this Queen of Cups, I am getting a very positive message or a very positive omen that I think you are going to be tapping into your own mystic powers more and starting to develop your intuition more and starting to believe and trust in your own intuitive sensations more, into your own intuitive wisdom more. And as you do that, as I said, things will get more in flow. Things will start moving along more effortlessly. So yeah, wow, this is a really nice reading, and I hope that the messages that the angels had for you, that they were useful to you somehow and that you could make sense of them. I truly hope that this reading was helpful to you in some way. If you did enjoy this reading, if this gave you something, then please don't forget to subscribe and comment and leave me a thumbs up as well. It would mean so much to me. It would let me know that you actually enjoyed this reading and that it helped you. But yeah, that's really it. So I am sending you guys so much love and light. Please take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye bye.